increase as we get late Friday into Saturday. And unfortunately, we're likely eyeing cooler air once again next week. Back to you guys.
Well, thank you. On today's Kidding with Kayla, we're looking into selling all of my son's toys.
Yeah, this is after Kayla's son Alan and her niece Ava played with everything except the toys over the weekend. Take a look.
That's exactly right, Bob and Barb. It doesn't matter how many toys you have in the home. Children will always find a way not to play with them.
Take a look at this. The hallway rug was brought into the living room to be used as a gymnastics mat.
This just in, my couch is now a balance beam. Get down.
I can confirm the floor is lava and the clean laundry I was trying to fold is now dirty and wrinkled. Thank you.
Authorities are working to determine why I even have a playroom. Guys, go play in there.
Why? This is fun.
Sources say you should lock up all paper goods, as kids are 99.9% more likely to play with them than any other item in the home. Seriously, you guys? Coming up at 5, I'm selling every toy in the home on Facebook Marketplace. Back to you.
Been there. I get it.
You know, I always joke with you that I'm going to do challenges with you, and I thought about bringing that hallway rug so you could show us your somersault.
Oh, my gosh.
I spared you.
Listen, if I was doing somersaults in a challenge, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair. Like, we would have to do the show with me just laying on the ground the whole time.
You've had a rough week, you know. It's all right.
Man.
It's all right. We won't do that to you. But I think the toy industry is catching on because I don't know about you, but I've been noticing a lot of household items sold as toys. Like they're doing cleaning bottles, and little mops, and little. I think it's because kids are drawn to everyday items to play with.
I've seen that as well. Like if you go to like the, you know, maybe like the $1 or $2 section, and there'll be like a bunch of toys, and then like the basket right under it is like the spray bottles, and you're like,
why is this a toy?
I don't know who these are for. Yeah,
are drawn to it, and it just honestly, it's good for them because it helps their imagination, right?
Sure.
Like, obviously, they want to create their own toys out of whatever you're using, and I think it's really, my kid especially, he wants to touch anything that I tell him not to.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's mommy's? Okay, well, let me turn that into my own toy, or let me turn this into a playground. Or it's like, can you just play on the actual playground that we have outside for you? No.
My oldest daughter, she loves arts and crafts, and she took Coke boxes, like soda boxes, and turned them into a doghouse for her like stuffed animals.
See, that's creative.
Sure, except like she has doll houses and things that she could actually just use already. So now we just have trash like taped together sitting in their room, and you can't get rid of it because then you're the bad guy.
Oh yeah, always the bad guy. I've actually noticed a trend too with the way that playgrounds are transforming. Like, have you noticed that playgrounds don't look like playgrounds anymore? They're like, there's a random circle, and there's like and I think they're trying to encourage imagination. There's something about kids and just random shapes, boxes, you know. I think they're drawn to that, and we're starting to catch on.
I do love a good game of the floor is lava, though. Like, even as a 33-year-old man, we'll be like throwing stuff on the floor. My wife will be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, do not step there because your leg is going to burn off.
Well, and I like floor is lava as long as the items aren't clean laundry. You know, I worked hard on those, so let's not make me have to run. I'd already ran that cycle a couple times because I'd forgotten about it.
You just left it there.
And then now I'm going to have to do it again. So this is my life, Cody. Don't you think it looks fun?
I get it. And boys, like, I feel like their imaginations too are next level, right? Like, and anything and everything they can pull apart or play with. Girls, you can kind of be like, you know, hey, here's all this really nice stuff that I got you, and they're like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do with it.
And what I've noticed, you know, if you get the toy that they're asking for, like the Paw Patrol or the thing with a bunch of lights or whatever, they don't usually play with that as much. But the toys I've had the most success with are the ones that can be used for multiple things, like the Nugget. You know what the Nugget is?
Yeah.
Like, he does different shapes and stuff with the Nugget. That was worth the buy, even though it was kind of pricey. So that's my advice on toy buying. Don't get the ones with a bunch of lights and a bunch of parts. All right, well, for more Kidding with Kayla, you can click the Kidding with Kayla tab on wishtv.com or follow me, Kayla Sullivan, on Facebook.